Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the 1st of September. How crazy is that? Crazy, ridiculous that we are in September. But alas, here we are. We are making a card today, and let me show you what we are playing with today. We are using the Peace and Joy stamp set with the matching joy dies that you can get as a bundle together, and because it's hiding under the catalogue, we are also using the festive felt. Now all these products are available in the Hello everyone joining. Thank you. These are available in the August to December mini catalogue. It is getting easier and easier for me to say that. It's only taken a whole month. Well, not quite a whole month, but it is getting much easier to say. So this is the stamp set and some of the examples in the catalogue. Lots of people have used this, and this is the card that we will be making. So some really simple stamping, and I'll show you close up. The bubble for the joy is actually the felt, so it just adds a nice extra texture. So that's what we're doing. Do you want to see my extra card or the cards that I've made with this set now or at the end? So, sorry, I've still got things everywhere. I seem to have accumulated so much stuff on my desk, and it was clean like yesterday. Serves me right for wanting to work at my desk, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm just laying everything out so you can see what we're doing. So no one has answered. So what I might do is quickly show you the cards that I have made using the Peace and Joy stamp set, and then we'll get into the card making. So I shouldn't be too long. So this card went up live at midnight on my blog, and you can see the beautiful wink of Stella. So I've used this Christmas stamp set for a non-Christmas card. This is a blog hop for the Stampin' Sisters tutorials that I'm a part of. You can get a tutorial every month for 15 Australian dollars, and you receive 5 tutorials. I don't know why that looks familiar, Jennifer. You weren't no idea. I made this card all by myself. I promise I made it all by myself. So the theme for our Stampin' Sisters tutorial this month is rainbow of colors. So this is my pared down version, and my trumped up or zooped up version is available in the tutorial, but I have used the same colors, very similar, but there are more things to the card. So you can see I've just stamped straight on the background and our gorgeous iridescent pearls. So these are the iridescent pearls I think I was talking to you about, Helen, yesterday. I think it was you I was talking to about the iridescent pearls. They've got like that oil slick coating. Okay, enough of that card because I'm kind of obsessed with my rainbow card. Don't know if you can tell. Love it. And I must tell you as well, I have used a slimline card. So this fits in a standard business envelope. So this is, it's, what is it, 21 centimeters square piece folded in half. So a fun size to work with. I had a lot of fun. Okay, I have used just the bright die and the middle bubble to make this, and I embossed on the I will get the words out, gold onto the copper. No, gold onto the bronze. So that's that one using the same bundle. And I have also done this beauty. So 2 of these cards have not been blogged yet, so you're getting sneak peeks. And then I've done this dove card with the gold hoop and using the peace and joy. I do love this card. Okay, so that's what I've got. So my tutorial bundle is live. The other thing that went live is this is now available to everyone. We're going to use the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, otherwise known as Clem, in my house. We are going to use him today because I can't use my Stamparatus like I did in class to stamp my joy, because I needed to make other cards with it, as you saw, and I needed to take it off the Stamparatus to do those cards. So we're going to go old school and stamp and die cut rather than die cut and then have it all lined up in the Stamparatus. Thank you, Helen. I'm glad you like that. The other thing that is happening today is the clearance rack has been updated. So the 1st of September in all markets, we get clearance rack update. So lots of great products there, great savings to be had. Yeah, you girls know I use vellum way too much, but it is great, and there is no vellum in the making of today's card. So with that all being said, I'm going to flick us around and get making. We're making 2 of these cards today. Now, if anyone does want to take advantage of the clearance rack, buying the Stamparatus or any of the products that I am using today, please find my hostess code and the link to my shop in the comments. And if that is both here on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you are watching for the first time, sorry, I'm having issues here. Sorry, girls and guys. If you are watching for the first time and haven't popped in before, I would really love your support by you liking or following me. And if you give my video a like or a share, that would also help other people find me, and I can share my love of Stampin' Up and the projects that I share with more people. Okay, so just let me try and get my video up, then I will get rid of the shadows and we will get into this card making. And I will say hello to everyone who has joined today. So give me 2 seconds because I do have my video up. And thank you for bearing with me because there was lots of news today and I just needed to give you all the news. Okay, so hello Miss Margaret, hello Margine and Helen, Joanne, Jennifer, already spoken to you, cheeky girl. Yes, I love this card as well, Susan, I really do. Thank you, Helen. Hello Miss Cheryl. Who else do I have? I have Linda, thank you. Okay, it's not too late in Salt Lake City. That's not too bad. I know, great to see you too, Shelley. You're getting in the groove of catching me live. It's fantastic. Oh, thank you, Shelley. These glasses, I've had them for nearly a year now, and I get a free pair of glasses every year. Oh, thank you, Shelley. I appreciate you subscribing to YouTube. Oh, I had that too, Helen. That's why I was 5 minutes late, because I was trying to order the magnetic plate for the cut and emboss machine. They haven't called me yet to say it's fixed. Oh, if you could message me, Helen, when they say that's fixed, that'd be amazing, because I want to order my magnetic plate. I did put an order through late last night and closed off my hostess code, and that went through okay, but that was on the demonstrator site, not on the customer facing site, so I wasn't sure if that was the issue. Okay, now that I've got all my talks and hellos out, let me scroll down here. I know there are more comments. Hey Renee, I know it's a scary thing making all your lives. It's not scary. This is just me being me. Well, with a lot less swearing, let's be honest. Those who know me in real life, there is significantly less. Well, technically, there's no swearing in my lives, but I am a bit of a cursor. So I already have some bits and bobs already done. So using this Joy set, oh, please excuse me, my food is repeating on me. I use this outer bubble to the Joy, which is the largest bubble, because we've got our line art, then we've got our Joy that goes with the stamp and cuts that out, and then the largest one. So I've used that to cut the Just Jade felt. So this felt comes in, this is the festive felt, Just Jade, Whisper White, Early Espresso, and Real Red. But today we've just used the Just Jade, and the colours that we are using it's a sidestep to it's not quite non-traditional, but it's not quite traditional colours, because I've used Poppy Parade, which is a bit of an orange red. I've used Just Jade, which is a bit of a blue-green. I've used Bumblebee and Grey Granite. So it's kind of traditional, non-traditional. Where the hell did I put that card? So it looks traditional, but it's just a slight left of centre to the traditional Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Shaded Spruce, those kinds of colours that we would traditionally use on a card. So a couple of things I'm just popping to the side, and I'm going to move my other cards so they don't get inky and ruined, because I would like to give those to people at some stage. Now I have to keep manually scrolling to see comments. Hey Rose, thanks for joining. Now we'll need those dies, so I'll pop these off to the side. These can just stay up here, and what I'm going to start with, and I have lots of things pre-cut here, so I have 2 card bases, 2 mats. I have no pieces of white. Oh, I'm going to have to cut some pieces of white. Look at me being totally prepared. Not. Well, I'd like to know where those pieces of white are. Okay, ruler. You need some measurements. So 13, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to say what they are, and 8. Okay, so I'll just pop these off to the side. I'll pop this here because we're using like almost every stamp. But let me cut these first. Okay. So, please excuse me there. So, that is there. So we're going 13.45 by 8. I did start, when I originally made this card, I did start with the larger piece, and the way I stamped it, it didn't need that whole larger piece. It only needed a small piece, so I trimmed that down. So this is basically 1.5 centimeters smaller than a normal card front. Wonder if I can use, nope, I cannot. Hey Deborah, thanks for sharing. Pamela, thanks for sharing. Deborah, hey Tracy, hey Janice. Okay, so sorry. I thought I had the white cardstock ready to rock and roll, but alas, I do not. But lucky cardstock is super duper easy just to cut. And now I have some scrap here as well. So I'm going to bring in, not that I think I will stamp too far off, but I have this now. So what I have done, and I will explain this while I mount up all these stamps, because I have my nails done today, so I sort of rushed home from there to come on here with you guys. So what I will keep on referencing is using this, and I'll put the card here, is using this Joy Bubble, and I call it a bubble because I don't know what else to call it, as a background for, or as a place marker for where I'm going to stamp outside or from the outside of this. So all our, and you'll see all our straggly bits and the not so nice bits are totally covered up by the Joy. And what I have basically done is just keep referencing. This block doesn't want to come up. I just, it's because I'm not grabbing it in the right spot. I just keep referencing where it's going, so then I'm showing enough of the stamps that I would like to use. Hey Delinda, thanks for sharing. Rose, I appreciate it. Okay, now I do use that little one. Oh no, I'm missing my, okay, this is where I do really want to start swearing. Oh no, I found it on my leggings. And no, they're not unicorn leggings today, they are my feathers. Did you girls have fun guessing what leggings I was wearing the other day? I just thought I'd have a bit of fun because I got totally dressed up to the nines for Leaders Summit, and I wore leggings because I was at home right here at my desk. I had my iPad just over here and it was all kinds of wonderful. Okay, now we are set up. I'm just going to open all my ink pads, but I'm going to put the Poppy Parade right off to the side because sorry, I was just putting the catalogue away, because I really don't need that colour just yet. I'll need it, but it's just the holly berries can wait until the very end. So to recap the colours I'm using for the base, I'm using Just Jade, Bumblebee and Grey Granite. Okay, and we will need to do some cleaning part way through. Okay, so if I leave these like this, and I kind of want to have both of these here, that works well. So I can be using this card as my reference and stamp both at the same time. So where I started is putting in, well, this isn't how I started making the card, but this is the easiest way to reproduce it, is by putting in both of our stars first. Now I want to go top left, bottom right, and the placement of these will kind of make, now you can put these not straight up and down and go in a completely different direction. You know, I'm having an A-type moment where I don't want to do that. So this one is now completely done and used with, and we'll keep the little one here for as we go around. So I'll just push. Oh, ink on my finger, girls. Are we surprised? Okay. It is a very festive card. Hello, Miss Nicole. Yes, I did think my nails almost match. Slightly darker. Oh, I know, Deborah. It is all... I know. Well, you watch and you can go cross at me. Okay, so I need this stamp, which is this one here. And we have started in the grey granite. So what I want to do is build out from this kind of thing. And so I'm not using my Joy placement piece just yet. Okay, so we know that's roughly in the right place. Then I want to go in with my holly leaves, which I did not attach to that block well at all because I was worried about my holly berries, which had kamikazed out of off the sheet and onto my leggings. So you can see here I've gone slightly off, so I know by going slightly off I'm in the right place. And I do not need to wash this or clean this off rather, because we are not going to use it for anything else. Now this is sort of where I come in and start placing my Joy. So I'm fine here, holly berries are going to be seen, and I just want to nestle in this small star in here. So you can see that's going to nestle in quite nicely. And I can move that there. Look, it's not perfect stamping, but it's what it is. So you can see that nestles in and bursts out from there. So next I'm going to take this more rounded leaf and I'm going to start my top portion. So I just want it coming out from where, or coming out and next to our top star. Okay, and while I'm still on the green or the Just Jade, I'm going to do this one in Just Jade, and then I can clean those two stamps or these two stamps because I do reuse them again. Okay, so just next to the star, and you can go in, oh, that's not inked up well. Okay, looking good. Now this is where just going to train, choo all of those out of the way. Now where did I put, oh dear word, I didn't get David to pre-moisten these, so yeah, they are wet enough here right in the middle for me to clean with. So make sure it's clean. And what's the other one I said I wanted to use? This one and this one, and oh, I've already done that one. Okay, and while I'm here, I'll be a good girl and I'll clean the rest of them that I don't need. So I don't need this one, so that can be cleaned and popped to the side. I don't need my star. And I know Helen's there going tap 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 to clean Ellen, but alas, I don't always listen to her advice. No problem, Cindy. Oh my god, another meeting tonight. You must be all meetinged out, woman. My word. I love your commitment though. I really, really, truly love your commitment. Okay, so we just need to do 3 more bits of stamping for our background. Okay, so 3 more stamps. So I'm going to bring these colours back in, which once again is the grey granite and the just jade. And then we'll bring in our bits at the end. So I'm just going to, that's looking good there. That's looking good there. Perfect. So in our grey granite, I am going to stamp this, and it is just practice. This is now the 3rd time I've made this card, so I pretty much know where I'm going. So I am now finished with that stamp, and then we just want to add also in the grey granite is this more rounded one at the bottom. So this one here. Okay, and I'll choo those out of the way. This one here, and then I want to add in my 2 pieces of holly. Now if I can only fit one, that's okay, I smudged. So I want to go. Now this is where getting your joy piece down is going to be a really good idea, because I still want those berries to be seen. So I want to do it much further away than what you would originally think, because the berries will go in there. So that's that one done. And just as a place marker again, I will go here and I will go in here. So I'm hoping, is the way I'm explaining this to you, is that helpful to you trying this kind of style of card at home? So while you put in your responses, I'm going to close as many of these ink pads now as what I have used up, because we are tempting fate. Hey Rosemary, who else is here? Missing comments. I know it is mainly with reds, but look, I've already shoved my finger in the Just Jade, so it goes to show I'll put my finger in any ink pad. Okay, so what I'm doing to close here, there's a little divot in this end, and I just, rather than getting my fingers really inky, I just use the end of my scissors to push the lid back, and I find that helps me immensely. And stack these up, and now we're just coming in with the Poppy Parade and popping in our berries. Now I will just stamp these off. They're looking lovely. Now they don't have to be perfect, they just have to be stamped. So this to me right now is looking like a real hot mess. But once we add in our sentiments, this just fades in. Well, I'm not tempting fate and restamping that. This mess fades into the background and the sentiment becomes the focus. So if you die cut a mask of that bubble, look, do you know what I did? When I did it, I actually put the bubble down and I marked it with pencil. I actually marked it with lead pencil and did it that way. everyone works slightly differently, Deb, and if that works for you, that's fantastic. And that is also a very valid way of doing it, but this is sort of the way I found it, because I had this and it also let me stamp properly. So I find if I adhered the mask and stamped over it, you get that halo where you don't stamp properly. You miss the dots on the top card. I know I missed the tops on the... I did miss one. You are exactly right. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, thank you. Love you all. But I've got to reopen the ink pad. I was too caught up talking. And I just got red on there. No. It's a handmade card, not Hallmark. I must repeat that to myself 10 times, mustn't I? And because I am me, I am going to pop this out of the way, pop this out of the way, and clean these up straight away. Because we all know I will get more smudges. Look, I've got Just Jade on this and Poppy Parade on that one. Can't take me anywhere. Yeah, so I mean that's, and I'm using this piece on the card anyway, so just by having it pre-prepared, it's there, Deborah. But you could even use the die itself as a place marker to see how you're stamping. It's totally up to you, but I would love to hear how you guys do it. Okay, everything is clean as a whistle. Okay, so, oh, do you know what? I still need this ink pad. Big deep breath. I have done the backgrounds. Do you know what I might have to do? I may have to edge this card in red. Even though it's going on a red on the Poppy Parade card base. Do you know what? That may actually... a reason to try something else. Hey girls, what can go wrong here? So I'm literally just taking it and edging it on the ink pad. So there we go. I've edged that. This one I'm going to leave as is and just pop it off to the side, and I think it is time for a baby wipe because I have a big glob off screen and just here on screen, and just wipe my hands. Yes, and that's okay, Deborah. If you had copy paper or your thin printing paper would help with that halo if you didn't want to use cardstock, but I do find if you stamp over a mask you still do get that halo. Okay, so I now need my Whisper White scraps. So I will need this piece for the Joy, and I'm just, even though I do have plenty of scraps, I just want one that is not so big for the Joy to the World, or to the world, should I say. Okay, I need this one. Where do I put stamps? I just popped them off screen, didn't I? Okay, so Joy. Whoops, helps if it's properly on the stamp. You'll get a much better. Yeah. Okay. Much better. And then I will grab this one for To the World. So while I'm doing this last tinge of stamping, who owns this set? Oops. So for this one, pop it on the table let it relax, then pick it up, and then it's going to be straight. Okay, so I want to know who owns this bundle, whether it's with stamp by itself or the stamp and the dies, because they both can live very independently in your craft space. You don't necessarily need the dies to make this look beautiful. Oh, perfect stamping. Okay, not me, but it's on the list. Okay, Rose. Rose, did my wreath suggestion help you? It's lovely to have 3 team members here today. I've got Rose, I've got Helen, and I've got Renee. It's lovely to have you girls here. I'm assuming Rose is on lunch break. She's homeschooling her kids in lockdown. Renee is always here. She loves me a lot. And Helen, I reminded, breaking class. So are you at school today, Rose, or just the kids? Okay, so we are really truly finished our stamping now. All the other times I said we'd finish stamping, I was lying. Oh, hey Barbara, you're fine. You can always catch up on the replay. Just nice to have you pop in and say hello. I do appreciate, I appreciate all you lurkers. I know you're watching, but I do love it when you say hello, so I know who's here watching me. Because there's nothing worse than being on a live video and having no one talking to you. It's very lonely. But today I have, not you, but you're thinking of adding them, Helen. Well, as you know, I'm always happy to enable, to be your craft dealer and to enable you to see the benefits of other stamp sets that you may not have. And Helen, if only we didn't live an hour away from each other, you could just pop around and borrow it. Hello, Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia, you're normally not a lurker. You normally say hello. I'm assuming you're just busy. That's why you haven't said hello, and I'm just on in the background. Okay, so got these. These can go over here. And where is that beautiful die set? So that can go up there. Don't need that stamp. Scrap more. It didn't go in the bin, it just went off to the side. So I need the die for the joy. For anyone asking, Miss Jamie, who frequents my Facebook lives a lot and is one of my dear friends, she made these pockets for me out of sheet protectors. So I'm still using the same magnetic sheets because they're amazing, but we made some custom pockets because I'll show you. Oh, let's see, it's very heavy. So I now have all my dies sitting in a box that I can flick through, and with all my embossing folders at the front. Oh, speak of the devil, Miss Jamie, I'm just showing our amazing new system. Hey Joy, long time no see. I'm glad you came out of lurkdom. Oh, I like that word, lurkdom, to say hello. Yes, Barbara, it is a bit of a trek, but luckily Helen is only an hour away. She does come and visit me when coronavirus isn't hanging about. It was a joint effort. You did make those. It was my idea, and Jamie and her fuse tool made it come to life. Okay, so this is our Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine that is available today to everyone. So at the moment, just the standard machine is available. And sorry, I'm just grabbing my plates, which live in that basket. Thanks, Joy. I'm glad you like it. We're getting there. We're almost there. So the thing I love about it, all our plates are numbered, and on the platform it tells you in 4 different languages what you want to be using. So we are using thin dies, so we want our base, which is number 1. We want our thin die adapter, which is number 2. We also want our 3 and our 4, well, our 3 and our 3 cutting plates. So I have one dedicated cutting plate and I have a dedicated top plate. So that just helps me see where my die is. So as of today, we also do have some accessory plates available. One of those is the magnetic plate. Oh, I got out the wrong die, silly me. The magnetic plate, it is available to everyone as of today, and that is exactly what I was trying to order. And as Helen did tell me, there are a few issues with payments in our ordering system at the moment. Silly question, would these dies work in my old machine? Yes, they would, and vice versa. Old dies work in this machine and all our dies work in your machine because I know what you've got. What did you use for... Oh, a glue dot. But you do need to break the glue dot with a pair of scissors to make it tacky for it to be useful. So I'm really looking forward to the magnetic plate for things like this. So I have that perfect. Please hope and pray that this will stay perfect. So what I like to do is carefully pop in my top plate and I jam this down and I hold it as I get this moving through. So I am putting quite a lot of downward pressure on my top plate so the die doesn't move from where I've lined it up. So I'll bring this across a bit so you can see exactly how easy this goes through. Simple as smooth as silk. Yes, but I didn't realise that the glue dot wasn't such a fantabulous idea, but I did find a solution. So that's all our die cutting. So I'll take those plates out, and Clem goes into a nice compact version and I can just pop him off to the side, and then I put my plates away where my dies are. Okay, let's see what comments I have missed. Dies aren't machine specific. That's exactly correct. The machine works amazing and it is so much smoother and easier than my Big Shot, which I still actually have a Big Shot at the moment for the magnetic plate. I'm very impressed. I lined that up really well considering I didn't have the magnetic plate. But I'm going to be really smart and put this away straight away, so then I know that I'm not going to lose any dies. So yes, what I did, we glue dotted, Jamie and I glue dotted everything down, closed it, and then I went to open this. And what I did, I used on my take your pick tool, I used this flat end to break the glue dot, and now it's just tacky and enough to keep it closed. But I can very easily open it. It's about the same weight as the Big Shot, but the weight distribution, Barbara, is very different because the Big Shot has its platform open. It's very tippy left and right, where as you saw with the cut and emboss machine, it is very compact and it's much easier to carry. And as you girls know, I have my hand issues and I find it extremely easy to carry. Hello, Miss Diane Brown. You did go to bed early last night, and I was the one who went to bed early on Sunday night, and then I had to stay up late last night to get links for newsletters and blogs that all went up at midnight last night. So now I just prefer to use my long scissors because I have more of a hope of stamping straight. And note I say more of a hope. That is really bad. It's because I had so much cardstock there. That's better. And just a bit more. There you go. So just hand trim these out. No need for a die, and also no need for perfection. Okay, will that do? No, it won't. I just need to hold it again and just get that top side just a bit thinner, and then I will be a very happy girl. Perfect. Just a slither, but a slither makes the world of difference. No, not with me and my hands. I find pieces like this, for me, in the guillotine, are very, very difficult. And look, this isn't a perfect card, and I do just like the fact that it's handmade and not super precise. Okay. Look, this one I did perfect because I practiced on the first one. Okay, so rubbish in the bin. So now you ask me, now we're using felt, you're going to ask, Ellen, how are you going to adhere that joy to that felt? Easy answer, glue dots. They're nice and tacky. It does. It really, really does. And this is, I'll show you on the back of my hand. It's actually felt, and it's a really fine textured felt. And glue dots are the perfect glue because Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell fabric glue. And you know what? That's okay because we actually don't need fabric glue. And I'm so sorry if you couldn't see me hand cutting any of those Joy to the Worlds, because I needed them very close to me because my hands need the stability, so I can't cut out here. I need to have my arms closer to my body. Yes, it is a lovely texture. Yes, handmade, not Hallmark. So just grab some of these, and they do not need to be totally glued. I think I'm going to use 3 glue dots on both, and then to adhere it to the card I'm going to use dimensionals because dimensionals are pretty gluey in themselves. So you can see here I've got ample room, if you don't put your finger in the glue dot, for 3 glue dots. One here at the bottom of the Joy, and then I've got one in here. And if a part of it is sticking up, it's just added texture. Okay, so now, and you could also further roll up some dimensionals and pop them in more places, but I feel for me that is enough. So you can see that is nicely adhered. You do need to give it a bit of a push to get that glue dot to adhere into the felt fibres. Now, Miss Jamie, I don't think anyone has asked you, nor have I, how was your crafty weekend away? Okay, so now it's time for dimensionals. So while Jamie is furiously typing her answer, yes, the felt is cut with the dies in the machine. That is correct. It's just I pre-did that, Deborah. But yes, it is done. It is pre-cut with the die. So the joy is with this middle one, and the felt is with the outside one. It was awesome. Okay, Rose, thank you so much for dropping in, and I hope our class isn't too mind-numbing today. Okay. Thank you. 2 there. Should have used 3, but you know, these things happen. Look how close I am to finishing the mini dimensionals. I really feel finishing a mini dimensional sheet, because there's like 600 or something ridiculous mini dimensionals. It's a real achievement, and these mini dimensionals are just perfect for these strips. Oops-a-days. This is what I should have done on the other one, is end and middle, but here I just used 2. So finish with the minis. I will finish these one day. I do have another new set sitting right here. Now, for these ones, I'm going to be a titch more generous. Yes, it was smooth as silk, Deborah. There were a couple of fibres that didn't, and I think I might just put one there. There were a couple of fibres that I just ripped. It didn't affect the shape of the die cut at all, but there were just a couple of stubborn fibres. But I'd say it was extremely successful and no issues at all. And it did give that nice rounded edge like it does with our paper. I know Jamie just wants to grab, like there, a dimensional from like right in the middle, because she's horrible to me in that way. Oh yes, sorry Diane, I forgot you're here and you went there. Wish the unpacking would do itself. Did you use everything you took, Jamie? That is always the sign of a good weekend if you manage to use or do your planned projects. See, I can't take my whole craft room with me. I love crafting at home. I find if I craft away from home, I definitely need to take pre-planned projects. So the fact whether it's a mass producing project or it's a, I don't know, writing on my birthday cards, writing up Christmas cards, printing labels. I don't know, I find it very hard because I want all the stuff I didn't take. Oh my God, that's amazing, Jamie. Yeah, Diane, why does that not surprise me? Were the other girls as productive as you two, or as Jamie? Sorry, Di, love you to bits, girl. Okay, so line that up. Does not need to be perfect, so line it up. Oh, that's good. And then I can decide where I want to place my joy to the world. So I have a couple of options. I can sort of go in between here, or I can go lower, and I'm thinking of going in between here where I have some space. Oh, as in die that's here. I know you call her Scrap Mum. Did you give it to her yet? Did she love it? Oh, you're for my Scrap Mum die. Die's everyone's Scrap Mum. And actually, I should lie, Die is also on my team. So I've got more people here. All except for one, you. Ha 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 ha. Die, as I say, I'm not surprised. And the other thing I forgot to tell you earlier, we do have a signing up special this month. And basically, well, that To the World does look great there. Basically, the sign up special is you sign up for your normal $169. You get $235 worth of your choice of free product. You get your catalogs, you get order forms, all that jazz that you already get. But you get 2 predetermined stamp sets, which are, what are they? Queen Anne's Lace, and they're from the annual catalogue. Do you think this wants to come off? Queen Anne catalogue, and is it lots of love, lots of happy, what's it called? Sorry, I'm just grabbing the flyer, girls. It is So Much Love stamp set. So the stamp sets have beautiful florals and beautiful sentiments in them in fantastic fonts, and you get 16 pre-made card kits. So not only do you get 2 stamp sets, the card kits, you get basic rhinestones and a pre-planned class or event or just crafty day ready to go and start you along and get some orders, so then you're not making your minimums all by yourself. Don't be afraid of white space. I'm not afraid of white space. It was just the perfect spot for it. We're here. Oh my God, it's stuck to my finger. I'm going to cover up my, I've lost it, I've dropped it. My leggings are very greedy today. First they took the berry stamp, so the fact that that berry is not stamped well, no one knows now because I'm covering it up. Now, if I really wanted to, do you know what? I'm going to grab my eraser. Oh, that's the card that I've already made, but do you know what? It's got bits on it. I don't know whether that's from now or earlier. Just let me put my glue pin away. Oh, I've removed them. Okay, so I've got this one. I've got this one. So if you wanted to, I've got a sand eraser on this. I'm just going to see. Helps if you can pick up the eraser, hey? Just going to see if I can sand erase this off a bit. Oh, that's working. It won't work on the red. It is working quite nicely on this, just to take a layer of the paper off. Well, that one worked well. Why didn't anyone tell me that the To the World is totally crooked? I can't change it now either. Oh, and I crinkled my paper. Time to glue, girls. Leave it alone and time to glue. I can use some pearls or clear embellishments to cover up those boo-boos, but you know, handmade or Hallmark. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. Let me see. Oh my dear word. I know I've just got the teeniest bit in the top. Aha, there we go. No, I'm pulling out a glue goober. That is clean now. So I just find, no, yes. I just find running my finger over, I don't even want to go any further with that comment because I know many people out there will misconstrue it. But just, no, the words that I'm coming out with are not the right words. So you've just got to clear out the dry glue and yeah, we're right to go and it runs fine. They're the words. I know, and they're just not available now, are they, Helen? I swear I had like a bazillion of them when I was little, and we have a significant age difference. But anyway, I did order mine off Amazon because it's something we don't sell, but it's something I use quite frequently in my crafting. So I've just layered this onto a piece of Poppy Parade, and then so what I've done, just used a repetition of the colors that we've already used. So I've repeated the Just Jade into the felt. So helps if you actually get the backing off, girls. The Just Jade into the felt and the Poppy into the matte, and then the grey granite in the card base, and that just really brings all those colours together beautifully. Okay. Helps if the other card isn't under it. So the September is a great time to join, as I was saying earlier, getting those 2 additional stamp sets as well as the card kits ready to go. And even if you don't want to do an event, you can make up those card kits and you can send them out to people. You don't need to do an event, but it is that 16 cards that are ready to go out to crafty friends, to loved ones, just to send them love, because now is the best, it isn't the best time, but it is a lovely time to send love to our loved ones. At the time it was Amazon US, because Amazon Australia didn't exist at the time, or I may even think Denise may have sent it to me, Helen. My Denise, or our Denise, because so many of us are all friends with Denise here. I think she may have sent it to me when she was sending me some stuff. This was years ago. I've had that sand eraser for many years. So I could add some embellishments here, but as you can see, there are some, I sort of made that boo-boo look normal by just inking up those edges. And someone is going to appreciate this card quite a lot. Hey Carol, thank you so much for joining and for sharing. I appreciate it. Sorry, my glue doesn't want to run well today. I will have to tell it who's boss when I'm off and clean out that nozzle as well as I can, whilst not getting my finger in the wet glue. I'm struggling because I've had my nails shortened, but I was struggling because they were so long. You can't win in life sometimes. Okay, so that's the cards made. I am going to pop the lid here and put this where it doesn't live with my baby wipe so I can clean that up. So this is the stamp set. I will leave this card here, even though we've made these 2 today. Don't tell me I forgot that one too. Oh my dear word. No wonder why things were so crooked. The backings didn't want to come off. Right, well that's straighter than what it was. Okay, we used the die set, which is the Joy to the World dies, and these are our colours. Hopefully you can see those. And where is that pesky felt? So this is pretty product light. So I've used a bundle, the Peace and Joy bundle, the felt cardstock, and 4 colours. It's a lot of stamping, and let's be frank, we've done a hell of a lot of chatting today. My pleasure. Yay, the car's unpacked. Thank you so much, Deborah. I know, I just wanted to do something different to purple and pink. So I went with, I know, it's almost pretty peacock, but it's not. It's not just jade either. Maybe I should submit this colour to Stampin' Up. I know, is it pretty peacock? It could, yeah, it's pretty peacock. It's just a metallic pretty peacock. So yes, thank you for joining. If you would like to purchase any of these products from me, I have this month's hostess code, which if you spend over $60, you can, or you will get my Stampin' Sisters tutorial free. And I did show you this is my sneak peek card to my Stampin' Sisters tutorial, also using this stamp set. So this is my blog hop card, and everyone who is part of the tutorial bundle has also shown a sneak peek card. It is green, but come on, I talk in Stampin' Up colours, Jamie. I do not talk in green, blue, red, black, pink. I talk in specific Stampin' Up colours. That's what my world is. This shirt is Night of Navy, and this top is Whisper White. I don't just say white. Yes, so you can earn that bundle. If you would like the starter kit promotion, contact me, or you can hit my join now, which is also in the description, and that will all be there, or contact me. I am fine. If you have any questions about the cards, contact me. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, because I enjoy talking to you girls in the comments, because I know Facebook's a bit of a gremlin sometimes, and the comments that I know were live don't come out till later, so I love going through them and then going, oh my god, how did I miss that comment completely? So yeah, I have fun interacting with you twice. So have an amazing couple of days, and I will be back on Thursday. I'm not quite sure what I'll do on Thursday. Leave me a comment. Do you want me to play with some alternative projects for the Paper Pumpkin kit, or do you want me to do something completely different? Or I could even do a Use It Up box project. So Paper Pumpkin, Use It Up box, or something different. So leave a comment, and majority rules. My pleasure, Die. My absolute pleasure. You guys have an amazing couple of days, and I will see you in 2 days. Have a great one, guys. Bye.